issues, and of course, that is why we're here on Rapid On to make sure we keep you abreast with some of these beautiful things. I miss you for 24 hours, and so many things are happening. Anyway, my name is Cynthia Agua. I'm not alone. I'm here with,
as usual, use the right adjectives for me, please.
what do you mean by as usual?
Has there ever been anyone who stood by your side who's been as dependable as I am on this show?
God, I beg.
I really doubt if you're going to give a different answer. Well, this morning is a case of all the things that didn't happen yesterday are going to happen today.
Including the weirdness.
That you can be sure of on the morning show this morning. Super excited. Today is Thursday. One more day, and then it's the weekend.
I know you can't wait for
Love
the
it.
weekend.
Love it. But then again, I mean, you know, Thursdays, we talk a lot on Thursdays. And rest assured, we will be bringing all the tea right here on this channel.
Okay, so let us first of all just start with your health. And it's very important. This particular subject is actually very, very important. So let's just dive into it. All right, welcome back. That is some of the things that you need to know. I think the doctor spoke extensively about heart attack, the things you should know, what to do, what not to do, when to act, when not to act, and every single thing that you need to know about it. But it's very, very, while we give you these things, it's also very important for you to consult your doctor, for you to see someone personally, so that you can know exactly what is wrong with you and when to start receiving the necessary treatment, because heart attack is no easy thing at all.
It's good to know the signs or the things to watch out for and when to take action. But me, I'm more of a prevention is better than cure, you know. I also believe there are a couple of things that do not expose you to the risk of a heart attack. And I mean, a number of them, but top on the list would be your dieting. Absolutely important. Absolutely important. Cynthia is laughing because she knows she might be guilty of one or two things.
No. In fact, when we talk about diet, he's the one.
I'm the one that did what?
Ugochukwu Madumere. You know we're in public. Have you forgotten that we're in public?
Anyways, just
moving on, Abby.
But I mean, your diet is important if you want your heart to be in good condition. Yeah?
Okay.
Let's just leave it at that. There's more to say. There's more.
Say.
There's more, but I'm gonna hold my peace.
Union President, speak.
It's all right.
Yeah, before I start dishing out facts and figures. Oh my God. All right, so it is very, very important to pay attention to your health. And talking about what you eat, we do have a recipe for today.
Yes, indeed.
Drum roll. Let's see what we have for your recipe. Is that something you want to try?
Oh yes. Oh yes. With a chilled glass of something that's not water.
Doctor say drink water and mind your business.
No. In this case, this meal, at first, it looks really spicy. It looks delicious by the looks of it.
Okay.
It also does look nutritious as well.
Yeah, potato, fish, and all the spices.
It looks quite healthy.
It
So
is healthy.
that is something I would absolutely love to relish. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I think.
What? What?
Keep talking. Tell me.
Yeah, I mean, it's really one of those things. It's not every day that someone, gets to prepare something like that. But
Okay.
if you have the time, get into your kitchen, whip something up, all of those combinations, the onion, the spices, the soy sauce. But then again, everything has to be in moderation and in the right quantity.
You know that kind of pepper that I have this friend, she'll tell you, see, the kind of pepper I like is the one that when I'm eating, I'll be blowing my nose.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of like?
Not every time. Not every time. Well, when I'm down with a cold or a flu, yes, I would appreciate that. When it's raining cats and dogs and everywhere's really cold, yes. Maybe when...
That's the only thing you want when it's raining, cat and dog?
Yes, something hot.
Oh, really? But there are other hot things,
Hot tea,
Others?
hot bread,
Jesus, what is hot bread?
hot noodles,
Others?
hot potatoes,
Others?
hot plantain, hot eggs. There's a whole
Stop
lot
acting like you don't know it. Hot.
If there's any other thing that you're thinking about, hot water, you can bathe with hot water. So any of those can suffice, yeah? But I mean, if there's any other thing you're thinking about, that is your cup of tea. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna tell you at the end of the show. Like before we say like bye on the
Well, that's
show.
like an exclusive for me.
No. I would say it on air, but
Oh,
that would be
wow.
when we are going off the show.
Absolutely looking forward to that.
Anyway, so if you look at Ugochukwu Very, you see that I'm beginning to change his style. He's beginning to look like a K-pop star.
Please, don't...
You see, my fashion tips are really, really working.
This
So what?
testimony is a lie. this this testimony is a lie.
Oh my God.
Can you provide evidence or documents to attest to what you're saying now?
I mean, they'll watch the show.
Do you have receipts
They watch the
of
show.
you maybe taking me? Is there any receipt of you taking me shopping? Picking
Wow.
out my clothes or my outfits?
Okay, so
There's literally nothing of the sort.
Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen. For every outfit Ugochukwu Madomere wears on the show, for every peng look you see, specific the word peng look. So every other one you see that is not peng, I'm not part of it. So for every every peng look you see, from Ugo, it's courtesy of me. I tell him the matching pants.
Okay, so
I tell him the matching shoes.
all of this, Cynthia was looking for only 3 words
What?
before she started all of this.
What?
You look amazing. Those were the 3 words that she was looking for, but somehow,
The words travel to Lokoja.
those were the words that she was looking for, and let me help her by saying it for
Those
her.
are not the words I was looking for. I was just trying to let my beloved friend, watching right now, that this is my idea. Like, I vetted
Again,
this.
that testimony is a lie. Do not take credit for what you're not responsible
I
for.
vetted
There is a
Okay,
possibility
so who is
that
responsible for it?
there's a responsibility you can be sued.
Oh, okay, so who's responsible? Say it. Let's hear it.
I do not reveal my secrets. Yeah. You want me to say who is responsible so that what will happen?
What? No, say it. What will happen?
You can corner the person and, hire the person or what? I mean, I don't want to mention these things on air, but my stylist paid in 6 figures. Every week, every week. Every week. So
God, I
let's not
beg.
even go there. Is this the time where we introduce our runway for today?
Okay, so today's runway is in 2 parts. So you are going to be seeing different styles, okay, different things from different designers, from different styles. So you just sit back, relax. Let's start with the fashion runway 1, and then we come back, and then we'll talk a bit about it, and then we move to the second one. You ready? Let's do this together. So there is before we go into learning words today, there's something very interesting that people are talking about. And trust me, this is no false talk. This is actually very true. So the story has it that the German-American business tycoon that was declared dead because he went missing since 2018, and he was declared dead. Guess what? He was found in Russia with his mistress, girlfriend, I don't know what you want to call it. But he was found in Russia with his mistress.
So apparently he wasn't dead all along.
My God. Like, okay, so it is so funny. At the same time, it's crazy. What is so hard for you to just say, I need a break? It's as simple as that.
Do some people understand that you need a break?
I mean, this is a married man with 2 kids, 58-year-old at the time. So if you were tired of the marriage, if you feel like, I mean, this is not the first time that we've seen men abroad go missing. You know, there's a thread on that where you see women complaining their partner just wakes up one day and goes off. Sometimes they go to the office and they never return, and then they file for a missing person report, and some of them to date have not been found again. And so you're wondering what happened. Is he dead? And we are not able to locate his body. Meanwhile, they just got tired and went off. So, but I'm not saying it's not getting tired. It's fine. We're all humans. We get tired, right? Yeah. But if you get tired, don't forget that you're not the only person involved here. Some of these men, they have families, they have kids. If you need space, you just tell your partner, Omo, I don't tire.
It's not everyone who is easy to explain certain kind of things to.
It's selfish. If you say that, it's not. The truth is this.
Okay, it happens.
Let it be established that you said it.
It happens in movies. Do you think that he did not communicate that? It happens in movies. Let me give you a very quick instance where the protagonist, as it were, he needs to stay alive. And then there are people that want him dead, that want to take him out. There are moments when, according to the script, they may have to fake someone's death. And that is the only way that for all of the parties involved, there would be some sort of relative peace. Everyone believes that Mr. A is dead. So whatever it is that was the case, whatever we were looking for to get from him, whatever we believed that he was responsible for, okay, let's just forget about it. He's dead. Let's move on with our lives and all of that. And then the shock when you realize that this person that was believed to be dead is somewhere on the island in Panama or somewhere in Barbados, having piña colada on the beach and, just having a great time and all of that. I was saying all of that to say that for someone like that to take a decision like that, I'm sure he must have thought it through. I'm sure he must have also explored all the different options, all the different other things he could have done apart from not just running away. In this case, actually faking his own death. Yes, like you said, there was the option of communicating and saying, oh, I'm no longer feeling this. I'm no longer enjoying whatever this was meant to be. And so I would very much like a break. There was the option of even saying, listen, I think we should go our separate ways, properly and legally file for a divorce. But of course, he's a rich man, so that would have some financial implications.
At the expense of your peace, there's not a problem.
There could be some other options, but I'm sure that man.
Wait.
I'm not making excuses.
All these things you're saying, are you trying to say? No, because that's what it sounds. It sounds like you're making excuse for all the thousands of men that have just, woken up one morning and leave.
Half of the time, when guys or men just wake up like that and decide to leave and never come back, the house must have been uninhabitable.
Okay, so
Even the Holy Book tells you that it's better for you to live on the roof than to be in a house with what's the word? Is that a troublesome woman? It's in Proverbs.
Let me tell you something. Many times.
That's what I said half of the time before you accuse me of, painting those women in a particular light now.
Based on certain. Okay, I'm going to put this in a way that will come out nice. Okay, so based on several talks with different people and based on, a couple of other things, you don't make the house stressful and expect to keep receiving peace. And then when you no longer receive peace, you make it the fault of the woman. That's one side. Now, the second part is, if you have been a peaceful person and you find yourself to be entangled with an unpeaceful person, either through marriage or a certain partnership or whatever it's called, and the person, you made the decision to be with that unpeaceful person.
What if you were roped into it without even your consent?
Your consent?
Yeah, there are instances where people have been, what's the word now? Lured into certain situationships.
My darling, nobody lures you into an active relationship. Nobody lures you into an active marriage. Nobody lures you. I'm not going to allow you feed our audience with that. Nobody lures you into that.
Is there going to be some level of desire on your part? Yes. Excuse me, but I believe there are instances where, and this is not, it's not a men or women thing.
It's a what?
Yeah, there are cases where
goats and lions.
There are cases where guys have lured ladies into relationships that ordinarily, of their own will, they would not intentionally, they would not deliberately enter into.
There is
also a situation where we have ladies who have lured or coerced or manipulated guys into relationships that ordinarily, and they do this through several means. Someone could get pregnant for you. You never planned to be in the same house with this person as partners or as husband and wife, but because there's a situation now. Do you get? You are now forced to be there.
Okay, so we are using so many words here. I'm hearing lured, I'm hearing forced, I'm hearing coerced, I'm hearing so many words. I'm hearing manipulated. Now, to lure a person, according to the Oxford Dictionary, it says to do something or to go somewhere, especially by offering some form of reward. Now, so tell me, if you say a man lure a woman or a woman lure a man, what is the highest that a man can use to lure a woman? And let me remind you that a woman will only follow a man that she wants to follow. A woman can eat your money, enjoy all the goodies that come with you. If she doesn't want to be with you, she will not be with you.
That's not true.
Same. Listen. So the same with a man. If you like, give him snake in the monkey shadow. Do whatever it is that you want to do. A man will still go for what he wants. Now, when it comes to the issue of luring a person, let me never use the word lure, sir. Let's use the word manipulate in this circumstance. So if you say, okay, he was manipulated, or you came and said, you're pregnant. I have seen men who will tell you that I'm not going to marry this girl. I'm not ready to get married. For the fact that she's pregnant doesn't mean I'm just go ahead. Fine, I'm going to take care of the baby, but I'm not going to settle down with this person.
Are you also aware that there is the angle of people presenting a persona of something they are not before marriage?
Now that's a different conversation.
No, it's not, Cynthia. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the scheme of luring or manipulating a person into a relationship. I was reading something. Hold on. I was reading something to you that I saw on Twitter, but you were not paying attention just before when we were showing the fashion video.
There.
Now, this lady was saying that 4 months into her marriage, she just realizes that the husband is a heavy drinker and a heavy smoker. And guess what? All the times that they were together before the marriage, she never noticed this. And I'm wondering, how is this even possible?
Oh,
the man,
that's what you asked?
No. The man must have put up some kind of Leonardo performance to be able to hide that kind of thing. Now, doing something like that, do you not consider it luring that innocent woman into believing? I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with smoking or drinking. Go and find your kind. There are women that appreciate, there are women that will even smoke and drink with you. But for you to now present yourself as some, what's the word, as some pious man who does not engage in certain profanities, and then only to enter into marriage, and then you are now showing your true colors.
Okay,
you
so
have deceived the woman. Now, if that woman decides to leave that marriage, what would you now say? If she decides to go to work one day and not return, what would you say?
Oh God, wait. I wanted to relax on that chair. I needed to relax on that chair.
I'm chill.
Absolutely.
I'm totally chill on this.
Great. Now, we're talking about true things, right? That's a story. Now, for someone like me, you come to me with stories like that. I've had women come send me emails. I've also had men send me emails on certain things. And the truth is that the first thing I ask is, I want you to start from the top. You see, that story is not from the top. It's half. That story is half. Now, we as women, we are very sensitive. And I'm speaking as a woman. We are very sensitive. And there is no way, I'm going to say this, and if you disagree with me, you can jam us on social media. Let us have this conversation more. There is no way. See. Now, allow me finish, Ugo. You finish now. Let me make my points. Good. So, I will ask questions like this. How long were they together in courtship or dating, whatever they want to call it? How long were they together in courtship? Where were the places that they hung out during this period? What were the things that they both did when they were together? Now, there are a lot of women that when they're in love with a man, they tend to overlook a lot of things. I have seen a woman
because they are being deceived.
No, allow me
Their eyes are being blinded with certain things. Their eyes are blinded with money, with gifts, with outings, with vacation.
No.
They are being deceived. The man is presenting a persona of a person that he is not.
No.
He's deceived.
Allow me finish. Allow me finish. The same way a woman wrote to me telling me that her husband doesn't flush the toilet after using the toilet. Now, tell me, my question to her was, when you guys were dating, what were you guys doing?
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Do you get it? Now, would you say that when they were dating, he never for one day went to the toilet for her to see? But some of these things, a lot of what, see, I'm a woman, all right? So sometimes when you are madly in love with a person, or you tend to, like, you didn't walk into love, you fell in love, right? A lot of women fall in love, they don't walk into love. When you walk into love, you see a lot of these things and you address them.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Let me finish. When you fall in love, what happens is you feel like he's going to change, he's going to adjust when he gets married to you. But then, sweetheart, are you the Holy Spirit? You are not capable of changing him. If he has not changed in the courtship or in the dating period, there is no way
Let me ask you something. Have you seen somebody, have you or anybody that you know been scammed?
My darling, I'm going to tell you for free.
You think it's a function of you scrutinizing every move?
It's not scrutinizing.
No, but that's basically what you're hinting on. You are attentive. You are paying attention to details. You are scrutinizing. You are basically searching for things in your relationship with this person.
Things like drinking. These are not little things. This has to do with your values as a person.
And this is not even a men's thing. You do not know the extent that some people will go to present a figure of a person that they are not. It's not even, there are ladies that, I mean,
God.
They are really
They're really what? Pretenders or what?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Those are not the kind of women that you want to keep in your house. But guess what? During the period of the courtship, the friendship, or whatever you want to call it, they're going to present themselves, like we say in our Nigerian parlance, wife material, 10,000 yards. You're going to see all of the signs. Yeah.
Do you know why?
She is going to be accountable. She's going to be respectful. She's going to be caring. She's going to tick all of the boxes. But guess what? 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months. What you start hearing is, Emeka, is it because I brought myself so low to marry someone like you? Those are the kind of things that you. So remember what brought us to this whole story? No. Remember what brought us to this whole story?
Is what?
Was the billionaire who had to fake his own death.
Okay, so
I want to know what that man saw in his own marriage.
Let me tell you something. Now, the case of the billionaire, right, is a different thing.
Okay.
And
he is a public figure. So is it possible that he was involved in some sort of scandal? Were there people who were blackmailing him and he needed to disappear and go off the scene, go to some faraway land and start a new life or something? There is that possibility. But I mean, a married man, leaving his wife to go and now elope with his mistress.
Okay, so let us get something straight. For now, it has not been ascertained if, when he disappeared in 2018, he has been with her. The only information available right now is that when he was tracked, he was with his mistress. Maybe the mistress has been since 2018. Who knows? Maybe she. Again, do you know that? Do you know that? Talking about deception, you talked about a couple of things. Now, what if this particular billionaire has been telling his mistress, I'm going to divorce my wife and we're going to be together? I know men who tell women these things. Oh, we are in the process of divorce. Don't worry, everything's going to be fine.
And before the man could make up his mind, the mistress hit him with juju.
No, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm talking about like flat natural cases.
Oh my God.
There are men who will tell the girl outside, don't worry, me and her were not. In fact, some men will tell you we're not too married, we're in the process of divorce. And they say all sorts of things, right? And they make you feel like, don't worry, just a matter of time, I'm going to be with you. What if that was what the billionaire told this woman, this lady, and she was patient waiting for him, knowing that, come on, he's a billionaire, so definitely he can always sort things out. And he happens to disappear and he comes to meet her one very great week. And she's like, oh my God, my baby's here. Ooh, ooh. And they've been living together. Meanwhile, he never sorted things out properly. Now, don't be surprised that if you interview this woman, she will tell you that, oh, he told me this, he told me that, we had these things all sorted out. So in that case, what would you say? Would you say, oh, she was... I think that there is a common thing that a lot of women already know at the back of their mind. When a man tells you, I'll soon be divorcing my wife, blah, 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 we'll be together. Number one, ladies, don't believe it. Don't believe it.
But in this case, let's just imagine that that was something that he said. He actually kept true to his word.
Did he divorce his wife? No, he didn't.
But he
only left
to be with you. The things that a man would do for the woman that he loves.
Oh, so the one at home, he didn't love the one.
Well, I wouldn't know. People's taste, people's desires change over time. And like I keep saying, people are also sometimes deceived, manipulated, or sometimes not even by the spouse in question, maybe by circumstances. They are now forced into making certain life decisions. And obviously something regarding your marriage is not something that can be changed with a snap of your fingers. Man needed to fake his own death. Literally disappeared off the face of the earth. And
wow.
Well, I want to hear more about the story.
You want to hear more, but you have to pay me. And I'll give you a legit place to get the story.
I hope that the press gets to speak to him. Let's
Why
hear
would the
from
press?
you.
No, if I was to be in that location, I wouldn't.
First of all, how did you disappear? Why did you disappear? Why have you refused to reappear?
Oh my God!
since you disappeared, why did you? Okay, like we need to get all of the angles. Did you not love your wife? Were you guys having problems in the marriage? Were you involved in a scandal? Was someone blackmailing you? Do you feel hypnotized by this strange woman, by this mistress? Do you feel some type of way? You know, let's get the full perspective of things, you know, and how exactly the whole thing happened.
Wait. So
I believe there has to be some sort of explanation.
Mean Carl Erivan should sit down with the press and answer all of these questions?
But then again, it's his life. Oh.
Exactly.
You get it's not anybody's business who he chooses to go and live with. But then he's a public
don't hurt
figure.
Other people
He's a
in
public
doing
figure.
that. To me, I still stand on one thing, which is, if you have to do something like this, it's best you tell the person that even if you've lost love for this person, you owe that person, to tell the person, please, I have lost love with you, of you. And I would really, let's not pretend about this. I always say something on my social platform, and I always say to people that come to me to talk, for us to talk, I tell them for free, you don't have to pay for this one. When it's no longer nice, it's fine if you want to leave. Honestly, if it's no longer nice, it's fine for you to leave, because life is too short for you to be in things you don't like.
Sometimes it's not really that easy. There are a lot of factors.
Nothing is easy.
There are lots of
even coming here this morning and being happy with you guys is not easy.
You need to look, except when obviously there's a case of physical abuse. At that point, the only advice is run, flee, live. Do you get? But when there are other issues, and people need to understand that, there's no relationship that's immune to back and forths, disagreements, and all of that, misunderstandings. If, like I said, with the exclusivity of physical abuse, every other thing can be talked about, can be talked over, can be resolved.
Even if it's not resolved for you both to still be together, if it has to be resolved for you, my own is just let the other person know. And the truth is this, no matter how terrible you feel your partner is, be it a man or woman, right? See, the moment you go missing, the person, he or she might overlook the first 12 hours. Maybe he just wants to hang out somewhere. But then it gets to 24 hours, especially when the person knows your routine. And the person that even if you go out with your friends or after work you go hang out somewhere or something, at least anyhow, in the night you'll come back. Even if you want to come back 12 midnight. Once the person knows that, no problem. And then the person stays 12 midnight, you're not around, you're not back. The person wakes up the next morning, didn't see you. Person waits, okay, maybe he chose to sleep in his friend's house, or okay, maybe there's some girl he went to sleep in her house. Do you understand? And then she waits the next day, you didn't come back. And then at that point, she starts calling your colleagues, your friends.
A lot of things could have happened.
Now, the thing is this, the first thing the person starts thinking will not be, oh, do you know that as a woman, when your man goes missing, the first 24 hours, the first thing you think about is, oh, maybe that woman tied him down in his house. No, that's not the first thing a normal woman thinks about. No matter how troublesome she is, the first thing she thinks about is, wait, what must have happened to him? Because your senses are now reacting that this man is used to, no matter how troublesome we get, he comes back anyhow, right? So what must have gone wrong? Did he have an accident? Was he kidnapped? What's the problem? Her brain begins to fire up different things, and she gets to get worried. But by the time she now hears that he was with one Ikilibi, come on.
And I imagine this man has been a rich man all his life. He's seen money, he's seen wealth. He has lived.
Is his wife poor?
He's lived in luxury. You know this thing that happens in movies where rich men suddenly don't want to be rich again. And this is the first time that it's possible that this is happening in real life. It's only in movies that sometimes I've seen a rich man who doesn't want to be rich again, just wants to be a normal person, be treated, like every other person. So what if that was what happened? Maybe he was tired of all of the attention, tired of people being at his beck and call, people treating him differently because of who he is and what he has.
Anyway.
Probably wants to go to an environment where nobody knows him, where he would have the opportunity to be himself.
Anyway,
if it was a journey of self-discovery, I'm sure he must have his
from
answers.
2018.
5
He's
years
still
now.
discovering himself. Discovery Channel. Oh my God. Okay, so now it's 8 o'clock and it's time for sports. But there is something juicy in the world of sports. I was showing, you know, I always like the juicy parts. Anything people do is your business, but I like the juicy part. Oh, something more juicier happened yesterday.
Arsenal getting knocked out. Arsenal being Arsenal. Arsenal being Arsenal.
It would have just been Chelsea. My God. I will come with a Chelsea jersey.
Why? Why should it have been Chelsea?
So that I will wear a Chelsea jersey to celebrate.
Okay, you mean you wish it was Chelsea that knocked out Arsenal?
That they knocked out, my friend.
Well, first of all, Chelsea has more antecedents, more trophies in Europe than Arsenal.
It shouldn't have been Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal has been good. Come on.
Have they?
Yes.
So what's the essence of being good? And then in the moment that your goodness is most important, you falter like a pack of cards.
That's what it tells you about life, right? It's a life lesson. You could win. I always tell people, make sure that you win when it matters most. That is just it.
Don't make it philosophical.
No, it's important for you to win when it matters most.
Arsenal is. I feel for Arsenal fans.
No, Arsenal has been doing good. Arsenal have fine boys, so I've been looking at them, you know. Arsenal have been good, but not winning when it mattered the most is where I have a problem. But that's not even the juicy stuff. The juicy stuff is, you guys know Bernice Burgos, right? 46. She now has a boyfriend, the NBA youngster, who is 26. Ooh.
So why are you excited by that? Why does that make you excited?
It's sports now, and it's a juicy topic.
Okay then.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
It's time for Rapid Sports, people. Good morning again. Thank you for joining us on Rapid Sports this morning, right here on Rapid TV's channel 176 on Star Times, or also online at www.rbnradiotv.com. Make sure you're watching, make sure you're following all of the conversation and the action live on this channel, as well as following up the conversation on our social media at Official Rapid TV on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram as well. Ugochukwu Madimir is my name, and I don't know how I should welcome John this morning. I used to describe him as the winning John, the big John, the fantastic John, the everything nice John. But one team that he has a soft spot for did their thing again. And I don't know if I should say, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just wondering if I should say the disappointing John.
Well, Ugo, you are entitled to your opinion.
Oh my goodness.
But in this case,
this is something that happened. Everyone saw what happened at Allianz Arena yesterday.
If there's anything that those who've known me for well over 50 years know, is that I am very resolute. I remain consistent like the Northern Star. And
consistent in trophylessness, Arsenal.
Excuse me. Yes, we know that Arsenal have over time earned themselves the title of perennial underachievers. But look, I maintain Arsenal has had a good season. They've shown that they've got potential. And I still...
Is that what a team like Arsenal should be talking about right now, or winning trophies?
Excuse me. Yes, we expect, and I maintain, and I emphasize, I'm not an Arsenal fan. Yes, you're right in your assessment that I have a soft spot for Arsenal. This season, It hasn't always been like this. But for this season, under a Mikel Arteta, I saw promise. I saw potential. And I still haven't given up on the fact that Arsenal still has that potential. This may not be their season. It could be next season. You understand? If I see the same performance next season, we understand. Look, what football, and particularly the English Premiership, has become, and it has rubbed off on the Spanish La Liga, is the idea that you once you have a club that fortunately has owners that have a lot of cash, you can easily assemble some of the best legs in the world, and they will quickly begin to deliver results. But for those of us who understand the place of developmental football, you will appreciate a team like Arsenal. Why? Because the philosophy that has built the success that Arsenal has had, whether you like it or not, in the English Premiership, Arsenal is a big club, is a reputable club. It may not win silverwares in the manner of the Man Cities, the Man Uniteds in their good old days, and the rest of them, but Arsenal will always bring good competition to the table. And then on top of that, it chunks out fantastic players. Thierry Henrys of this world. The list is almost endless. You understand? So you cannot completely, I think it will be wrong of anybody to label Arsenal a failure as a team simply because they didn't win a silverware.
You know the problem with Arsenal is that, you speak of all of this, their sterling qualities in terms of antecedents, in terms of historical records and all of that, the current crop of players, very quality players.
Exactly.
And you see, that's the point. You would expect that, with all of these lads who are arguably some of the best in the positions that they play. I mean, we're talking Saka, we're talking Martinelli, we're talking Gabriel Jesus, we're talking Declan Rice. How much did they buy Declan Rice for? Over 100 million. We're talking Martin Odegaard. And it's not as if, it's a team that was just assembled in a matter of days, like a Chelsea with a new manager. Mikel Arteta has been there for 5 or 4 seasons now. You would expect that they would have been able to form some sort of synergy.
I agree.
And,
I agree
especially
with
at
you.
this point, Bayern Munich was uninspiring last night. On a very good day, Bayern could have beat Arsenal by up to 5 goals if they had taken their chances.
With you.
So if you are not going to beat an uninspiring Bayern, who do you want to beat?
I agree.
Who do you want to win? How do you expect to win trophies?
I agree with you. But again, there are several factors that come to play in a game like the one we saw last night. This is an Arsenal side that, if you look at their schedule, and this is something that even Arsene Wenger has complained about years back, the play schedule gives it very little time for any team, regardless of your starting 11 and your 11 on the bench, to have enough time to rest, enough time, because at every point in time you're expected to be at your peak. You understand? So last night looked as if Arsenal put every foot wrong, as far as I'm concerned. I was wondering, what was Arteta thinking? You understand? And it's one thing for you as a coach to come out with your playbook. It's another thing that for the players to fully interpret the playbook, especially if the players could be psychologically off, physically off. You understand? Something was off with Arsenal last night, and I can't seem to place my finger on it. You're very correct. On a night where a Bayern Munich were not in fantastic form, ordinarily this is a Bayern Munich that would have done damage. You understand? So one would have expected that Arsenal would have taken advantage, put them under pressure, get the results, and walk away. You understand? But something was off yesterday. But again, for me, it's always about good football. And at the end of the day, it's about who wins. You understand? Who walks away with maximum points. It is sad that at this point, Arsenal have, rather than put their foot on the pedal and put pressure both in Europe and
that slight possibility
they seem to be
that they might actually end the season trophyless. I personally expected that they would win something this season.
There is that possibility, but like they say in football, it's not over until it's over. So I'm not quick. I'm not gonna be quick to give up hope on. I would wish that Arsenal will be able to win at least one silverware. That will be a moral booster for that team going into the new season to say, hey, look, we can actually do this.
And let's talk about the other events on the night. Madrid got their revenge against Man City.
Man City, yeah.
I mean, the game went past the normal time of 90 minutes into extra time, and of course into the gamble and lottery of penalties. Yesterday, we talked so much about the tactical masterclass of both coaches, Don and Pep. And now, Don Ancelotti has won Guardiola 3 times. One time at Bayern when he was coach of Bayern Munich, and then 2 times as coach of Man City. And all of the times that he did that, he went on to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Is it possible that we're going to have a repeat of that? Madrid are the highest winners of the competition with 14 titles. We now have a Bayern Munich, there's the PSG, and Borussia Dortmund. 4 teams in the semi-final. 2 actually from Germany, 1 from France, and 1 from Spain.
True representation of Europe's
interesting turn of events. I felt that at least we should have had one English team in the semi-final, but of course that did not happen on the nights that the English teams did not bring it to the big party. So now that we're down to the last 4, you're looking into your crystal ball. Is it becoming a bit clearer where the Holy Grail will be resting?
I like the way you put it. At this point, you look at the coaches. You've got Carlos Ancelotti, a man I respect a lot.
Past winner.
Yeah, past winner. He has done it with several clubs, not just one. So it tells you his pedigree as far as Europe is concerned. You have
Luis Enrique of PSG,
past winner as well, but still not in the class of a Carlos Ancelotti. You have
there's the guy from Bayern Munich, Thomas Tuchel, former winner as well.
Yeah, but you see, between Emery and Carlos Ancelotti, Thomas Tuchel is further down the line. He still hasn't.
Now you look at the squad. All of the teams that Ancelotti has won the Champions League with
have qualified.
Tuchel did it with a less fancied Chelsea. Nobody gave Chelsea a chance in 2016-2017 when they won the Champions League against Man City.
Now, Chelsea, what you must now
understand, he has a better quality
what you
in
must
this
understand,
Bayern
when
side.
he won it with Chelsea, Chelsea at that time were seen as the underdogs. And the thing about being an underdog is that the pressure is off you because everybody writes you off. Nobody gives you a chance to think that you have what it takes to go all the way. So for a Thomas Tuchel, it was a matter of the fact that, look, okay, guys, nobody has given us a chance, so it's just left for us to prove them wrong. So the pressure, while the pressure shifts to the much bigger team, much fancied and bigger teams, and that was what worked for Chelsea while Thomas Tuchel was there. It's a classic.
Now, Kylian Mbappe has a chance to play against the side that we hope that he will move to at the end of the season.
And then, of course, it gives a Carlos Ancelotti the opportunity to truly watch him under a competitive setting with so much pressure on his, because PSG will be expecting him to come to the party and deliver the goods on the night. So it gives a Carlos Ancelotti massive opportunity to assess a Kylian Mbappe and then make up his mind and say, will this guy make a good fit in Madrid? What part of the puzzle will he fit? You understand? So it's going to be a classic.
Actually, it's Dortmund playing PSG and Bayern versus Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good games, fantastic games. I think this is the delight of any football lover across the world.
I think it's looking really good for Madrid at this point. Well, let's stick with European football. Tonight, it's Jurgen Klopp's final season.
Yeah.
First leg against Atlanta at Anfield. He was humbled, totally bamboozled by that 3-0 bashing at the hand of the Italians. It was really surprising for everyone.
It wasn't surprising, but you remember in the build-up to that game, I did say that the Italians are prone to whipping up surprises, especially with the fact that traditionally the Italians are defensive in nature. They play a mano-a-mano kind of football. They will bring the game to you. So I had expected that Liverpool will come to the party, brace up, and understand what's at stake, especially considering the fact that it's Jurgen Klopp's final season. But sadly, there was some level of complacency on the part of Liverpool. And then, I don't know, maybe because they were playing at home, so they felt the crowd effect would come to play, would help them mount the pressure.
I mean, I looked at that lineup that day and I told myself, Jurgen Klopp is not taking this match serious. But we've seen them make some incredible comebacks in the space of very few minutes.
They have the ability
actually.
to turn the tables.
Do you foresee an overturn? 3-0 is actually a lot, but Liverpool can do it. Do you see them doing it tonight?
We've seen them do it. They can do it. It is possible for them to.
And then
turn.
Is Atlanta? Are they not going to score? Because it's one thing for Liverpool to try to score to overturn the deficit, but what if the other team is as good on the night and then replying with as much goals?
Well, it could go either way. It could go either way. But right now, I'm going to stake the fact that Jurgen Klopp would want to make a statement. He will want to leave the stage on a high. And at a point, it was looking as if Liverpool would be able to win the treble. And right now, he understands that this is the chance he needs to at least leave Liverpool with the silverware.
Yeah.
So he's going to bring his best to the table tonight. And
then there's West Ham playing Leverkusen. Leverkusen have a 2-0 advantage. And after that, they went on to make history, winning the Bundesliga for the first time.
West Ham,
a lot of people feel they've been distracted with celebrations, so they might not. There will be a little window of opportunity for West Ham to capitalize on that.
I'm sorry to disappoint West Ham. Leverkusen will still want to emphasize that their winning of the Bundesliga is no fluke. They will, they've been celebrating, but they've not taken their eye off the goal. The fact that, look, they have a chance to add another silverware to the Bundesliga title they have won. So it's not going to be a stroll in the park for West Ham. The good thing about the Hammers is that the Hammers are a highly disciplined side. When they focus and they get it right, they can be a difficult team to beat on the night. So I also do not expect that Leverkusen will just stroll in.
Well, West Ham did taste European glory last season and the Conference League. Europa League, not so much different from the Conference League.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to be a stroll in the back. And then we have the battle of the Italias, Roma and Milan. Roma going to the match with a 1-0 advantage. Milan, of course, they have more history, they have more antecedents as far as European football is concerned.
True.
And so could they overturn that 1-0 deficit?
It could go either way, but bookmakers fancy Milan on the night. Roma, highly predictable side. They seem to be the most unpredictable side as far as the Italian Scudetto is concerned. And they bring that unpredictability to
De Rossi
Europe.
has been phenomenal since he took over. And then we have Olympic Marseille playing Benfica. Benfica going to the match with a 2-1 advantage. We also have matches happening second leg of the quarterfinal in the Europa Conference leagues as well. Aston Villa is up against Lille. Fiorentina play Victoria Pleasant. PAOK is up against Club Brugge. And we have yet another match as well. Sad story for Nigeria as Aruna Quadri has been eliminated from the ongoing IWTF World Cup in Macau. This happened yesterday.
Yeah. Sad one for Haruna. I think Haruna is a bit spent, from the All-Africa Games. Even in the build-up to the All-Africa Games, he had been involved in several championships across the world. At a point in time, it was he was contending for the world rankings with his perennial rival, Assad of Egypt. Egypt. And
Who is doing well, by the way,
Oh yeah,
at the World Cup.
Oh yeah, but at the end of the day, the fact still remains that for me, my worry is how long do we still have a Haruna Quadri for? The guy has been there almost forever. You know, he's like a dinosaur, but he has refused to be extinct. He's burning out. That's just the truth about it. He's played far too many championships, and now he's beginning to dip, and it's reflecting in the results in the World Championships. So,
Talking about burning out, Rafael Nadal said the upcoming French Open will be the moment to give everything and die, unquote, on the court after his comeback from injury in Barcelona was curtailed by Alex de Minaur on Wednesday. So eventually, excuse me, he makes his return on the Barcelona Open, wins one match, and then is eliminated in the one that follows next. And then he's saying, look, guys, at the next Grand Slam,
is it do or die?
I
have said
he wraps it up on a high at the French Open, or
I have said it that at this point Nadal needs to think about hanging up his racket. The question is whether can he do it on a high, you know, take a bow when the ovation is loudest, or will he have to be forced to go out, you know, on not so much of a low, but you know, rather losing the opportunity to win the applause of the arena. And don't forget, he is the retiring king of the clay court, and it will mean a lot to him if he's able to conquer one last time and you know take that that bow. But one thing about Diablo, like I like to call him, the bull, Rafael Nadal, is that the likelihood that if he does win, he still might be tempted to say,
continue.
Let me go one more time. And that's my worry for him. Because right now he is more injury prone than any player on the ATP circuit.
Well, we can't round off the show this morning without mentioning Tunde Onakaya, who is in New York at the moment, trying to break a Guinness World Record for playing chess for 58 hours without losing a game. Last we checked, he's played over 15 hours plus and counting, 12 wins, 0 draws, 0 loss. And he did, in fact, play one of the finest players of chess in the world, and he won. That's the young man there. And I mean, I like how we rally behind our own in moments like this. Did it for Gilles Sebastian. Now, obviously, everyone is rallying behind Tunde.
Tunde, in the build-up to this challenge, has been playing chess virtually almost all across the world, using his initiative, chess out of the slums initiative, trying to use chess to, you know, help young people, especially teenagers.
And of course, all of the proceeds from this are going to also go back to that campaign.
To that initiative. It's a fantastic idea, and I'm hoping that Tunde does win. He's a master chess player, played against some of the best the world has to have. Some chess players have said until he plays the Russian, I can't remember his name right now, that might be his true test in his quest to assert himself as the master chess player.
To assume legend status, as it were. Well, we're rallying behind him. He has a full support, and we hope that he's able to go all the way. Well, then again, our time is up. Thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. Thank you, John.
Always a pleasure.
For coming through. The weekend is very much upon us, and there's a lot to talk about when we come tomorrow as regards the weekend matches. Attention turned to the FA Cup and, of course, all of the elite leagues in top European leagues all across the world. Ugochukwu Madimere is my name. Up next on The Breakfast Show is Eastern Circle.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Theo Bliss.
My name is Akava. Go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down.
Leave it like that.
our forefathers used to give names indicative of, certain circumstances. They're trying to pass a message with the name, or they're trying to talk about a situation leading up to the birth of the person. But these days, there are some who still do it, especially when they give local names, or even with the Christian English names as well. That's why you see success, faithful, happiness, and all of that and all of that.
The names I can never understand is Saturday.
Just Saturday, or those who bear like days of the week as names. Monday, Tuesday,
Like
Wednesday, and all of that.
I don't seem to understand that name. Like, how do you?
Maybe he was born on a Saturday. Yeah, that works.
And then you call your child's name, like a child you carry for 9 months, you call the name Saturday. Another one I can't seem to understand is endurance.
Well, I mean, if you had to put up with a lot leading up to the birth of a child, I think it could be nice, or it could be fair for you to name the child something that reminds you of what you had to endure or what you had to put up with before you gave birth to.
Another name I can't seem to understand is Perpetua. I'm just telling you my mind.
But I mean, it's not such a bad name.
Another name.
You do quite have a list.
Come on. Very soon, somebody's name will be even though. And then you're going to explain it as even though they went through
the
this.
Southeasterners have carved the niche for themselves. There are certain names that are not Igbo, but because of the way that Southeasterners have used it over and over, you'd almost think they are Igbo. For instance, Kingsley is not an Igbo name. But guess what? If you meet 10 Igbo boys, there is every possibility that one or two of them would answer Kingsley. Another one is Theophilus.
I cannot seem to understand that.
Boniface, Cletus, Polycarp.
Cletus.
These are like all very special kind of names.
Jumbo.
Jombosco.
Oh my God.
I mean, but the short forms of these names are actually cool. For Theophilus, Theo. For Polycarp, Poly.
What is Theo? Theo.
I had a classmate. We shortened it to Theo Best, so that could work. That's Clay for Cletus. There's
wait, Clay.
Yeah.
Like Clay Saul.
No, you're just abridging the name. Clay for Cletus, and then there's Bosco for John Bosco.
Hey, Bosco.
Yeah.
Sounds like the name of medication.
So people give names for different reasons.
So what could be the reason for giving a child John Bosco?
So first of all, there's a John.
There's a Bos and there's a Co. Explain to me.
That is ridiculous. I understand the John part of the name. I cannot speak to the Bosco aspect of it.
Let's move on. Talking about Bosco from balling. All right, so we're supposed to bring this story yesterday, but we had to keep it for today.
2 days ago, actually.
Was it 2 days ago? Yeah. So it was running wild and talking about balling. So Moe Abebe and Tonali Badge, DJT Badge, they're running wild on their beautiful podcast. I would like to put it that way. And Moe said something about balling in the club. Like, if you want to ball, like you really want to ball, you need about 7 to 12 million. I think 7 to 15 or 7 to 12 million. But I think we have that video. So let not be me saying it. I'm not the one saying it. So let's hear from Moe Abebe on going to the club. What she says about that. Let's get to hear it.
Andre?
Why? I'm a pretty girl.
Exactly.
As a guy, how much do you think guys spend in the club?
7 to 15 million naira.
So if they don't have that amount, they should what? If men don't have 7 to 15 million naira to ball in the club, they should what?
They should just go clubbing, but not ball.
Boring. I thought you were going to say they should stay home. You don't give me the answer where they look for. God damn it.
But it's true though. If you don't have 7 to 15 million, you can still go clubbing now. You just won't. I mean,
boring.
But 7 to 15 million is when okay, yes,
don't you think guys go to the club with the intent to ball and show
not
off?
all the time though. How?
Guys, when they go out, they step out, they need to make a statement. And with that statement, they will ball.
But who are the people that are making statements? Mostly
Men.
Yahoo boys.
Who?
Mostly Yahoo boys.
What's a Yahoo boy?
Okay, so I like the question too, but as what's the Yahoo boy? Because it's a valid question. All right, so you heard it from Moe. She's saying that you need, if you want to ball, you need 7 to 15 million as a guy. I know Ugo does not already agree with that.
No.
But I think a lot of people missed out on the words, because sometimes when people say things, people don't detail out. They don't pay attention to the words, right? She said, if you want to ball. And truly, balling, like we know, is a slang. Now, for some people who don't really know the meaning of to ball, right? Not like go to the field and so this is balling. Now, balling is a slang, which means to spend extravagant amount of money, especially at a casino or nightclub. And so, for example, I'm not going to tell you how much I lost last night. Let's just say I balled out. Do you get? Now, looking at this, a lot of people miss the meaning, and she was being attacked for this.
She shouldn't have been attacked, because the only place where I have a problem with what she said is she did not properly, capture the reality of the situation. The truth of the matter is that, people like me.
You ball?
I ball.
Football or which one?
No, and it's not in the, what's 7 to 15 million?
Oh, shame.
When I go to ball, like 200 leaves my account, minimum. So for her to come out and, put the benchmark at 7 to 15 million.
It's an insult to your person.
Come on, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ugo,
when are we going to ball? This weekend, right?
The least I can spend is 200 And that's like nothing. How did Cubana Chief Priest put it again? Money na water.
Money na
How much is money? It's nothing.
Oh my God.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
I hope you don't go spraying it when you go to the club.
In this period? No.
Okay, so please.
But this is absolutely ridiculous. So you're saying like I cannot ball with 1 M.
Why will you ball? You're not balling in that case.
How many people in Nigeria have 1 millionaire?
Okay, so that means you're not balling. You're just going to the club. You're just attending.
So by your definition, by the picture that we put out, so what is even? How do you describe extravagance?
Okay, so there's a receipt to prove her point. She was like, oh, yeah, I agree. And then someone sent a receipt. I think we have that receipt of balling. So you could see that a couple of items there were just overpriced, if you ask me. Like the drinks, about 10 million. This other one is 2.6. This one is, and I'm seeing chicken wings for like 1 wings. I mean, okay, I think that should be a plate of wings, yeah.
So in a
about
night,
16,000.
this guy spends like 15, 14 million.
Yeah, I think
So-
the total there, if we go upwards, can we have that picture go upwards? Okay, let's see the total. I think the total of this was about 14, 15 million.
15,
thereabout. So so this is about 14.1 thereabout. Yes. So if you look at it, right, and then you ask yourself, truly, how many people can actually do this? And this is where the issue of fraudulent.
How many?
means
You need
come
to be
in.
you need to be asking these questions the right way. How many people can afford this who do legitimate jobs? How many people who make their money through the right means will go to a club and burn 14M?
Like, for real.
Do you know how many plots of land that can get you in the FCT?
Which plot of land?
Do you know how many cars?
How?
That you can-
14M, quality cars.
Do you know how many cars that 14M can
Wait,
get you?
quality cars?
14M can get, I'm talking like second-hand, Tokumbo, like the good graded ones. It can get like 3 cars. Or let me not be too like that. At least 2 good cars.
I thought you used to spend 200 million in a club. Why are you now calculating?
I'm coming.
Please come, but not. I mean, get to the point straight.
Now, anybody who is coming out to tell you that before you can ball, which means before you can be identified as a certified big boy, so you must be able to show off to the tune of 7 to 10 million. So I'm asking, does the person do that once in a year? Is it if I'm able to do it once in a year, then you will be able to certify me as I've
No, you
arrived?
have to at least do it like 4 or 5 times a year.
Do I have to do it every weekend? Do I have to do it every month?
No.
Or is it like once in a lifetime? Do I have to do it every day?
Once in a lifetime, for
Come
real.
on. Let's be real. Let's
be
be real.
real.
It's conversations like this that, fuel people or fuel the desire for young people to begin to put their hands in things that are illegitimate and criminal. And why are you not even having the conversation as per you yourself? Is there any embargo on you as a lady making or balling with 7 to 10 million?
I mean, there are ladies who actually
So
ball
why
like
are
that.
they not talking of themselves in that regard? Why does it have to be the guy?
The conversation was, I actually watched that particular episode. The conversation was about guys who spend money, right? And that was how it goes. So this was just like a short clip that was controversial.
Yes, I understand.
But the thing is, most times when guys go to the club, right, there are 2 categories of men when they go to the club. Three actually. One, those who are going for business.
In the club.
Yes. Oh my God, you will not believe the kind of businesses that have been.
Legitimate businesses.
Oh my God, yes, that have been achieved.
The kind of businesses like where they don't go to discuss who to rob or who to kidnap you.
Not
like
which who to
legitimate
rob.
business.
How you discuss who to rob in the club? Come on, who does that?
I'm imagining the kind of business you want to like proper club.
I am telling you, don't
Crazy blasted
don't
music.
argue it. Now, most times clubs have like this VIP area where for the big boys, as they're called, you could have like a business meeting. It will amaze you that not most of the business meetings you see them shaking hands on Monday morning, on Tuesday morning, did not happen in the office.
Well, you can tell me that the conversation started on a Friday night at the club, but I mean, I'm just
The
imagining the
deal
level
is
of concentration you
sealed.
would need in that chaotic environment.
Now, which brings me to the second category of
See,
guys who go to
if
the
you tell
club.
me that they come to network and connect
No.
with people who probably do the same line of business as
No.
them, I would agree. But how do you discuss business at a club?
No, listen. Now, which brings me to the second category of ballers in the club, or business people, or people who go to the club. Now, there is a VIP area. And then when you go to the VIP area, that's where you find people like the Cubanas and the, you know, all of those names. Now, on the days ago, they don't go and stay down where people are doing hip hop hooray and be sweating. That's not where they are. They are in that ballers area. And that is where you say, oh, that fire you were talking about, what are we doing about it? Is it a yes or a no? And see, any no or yes they tell you there, that is it. When you see them on Monday morning, it is to start work. Everything is settled. And it will amaze you the kind of deals that are being struck in the club. And that is why you see that people who are strategic, right? They try as much as possible to go to the VIP area. I'm not going to say much about that. But now let's go back to the balling.
You do have a point about mentioning or networking, you know, with people that matter. You know, having to meet them and you guys just... I'm actually talking about like proper business meetings where, you know, we're going over numbers. We're looking at the template. We're looking at
who goes over
certain
numbers?
Dynamics and all of
My
that.
dear, if you like, speak all the numbers.
Those are the components of a business meeting.
Let me tell you something. If you like, speak all the numbers in this world. If that person you're looking for that business with tells you, bro, meet me at so place at 11:30 p.m. I'm going to be here. If you like, don't come there. If the numbers you have is so accurate, it's your business, not it for you. Once you get to that place and he tells you, that English you were speaking before, I don't like it. Finish. He doesn't like it. But if he tells you as he's sipping his wine and some music is playing, and he tells you, oh, good young man, I love that, we're good to go. Trust me.
Oh my God.
On Monday morning, you're smiling. That is just it.
I'm just imagining legit businessmen.
Is it illegit business?
Wait now, I'm just imagining legit businessmen who, I'm imagining a Dangote. Or an Illumelu.
Oh my God.
A Jim Ovia.
Oh my God.
How do they talk about business? What kind of places do they stay to talk about business?
Ogo, I will tell you something for free.
Wait. I'm not just talking about gist. I'm not saying, we just, you know.
Oh, just.
You are. This is Mr. Femi Otedula. This is Dangote. My friend. You know, this one, those refineries are about to, you know, they're just basically having a discussion. But I'm talking about...
Have you been to the VIP of a club?
Serious.
Okay, have you been to the VIP of a club?
Business
have you been to the VIP of a club?
I know it is quite serene to an extent, but it is still a club.
Oh my God, you underrate a club.
It is still a club.
So it is because...
anyways, you know, we're actually digressing from the major part of the conversation,
but I need
which is all about, you know, the whole balling and how much that qualifies you to be a baller and how much does not qualify you. And I think it is absolutely ridiculous. We shouldn't put a price tag on how much a person needs to spend before they can have a time of their lives or be seen in a certain type of way.
Yeah, but the thing now is, if you look at the definition of a baller, if you're not spending in that lavish, extravagant manner, then don't call yourself a baller.
Let's say a young man who is earning 100K a month.
You don't be baller. You not be agba baller.
Oh God.
I think we have that song, agba baller.
Listen. If a young man who is earning 100K,
yes,
decides to, let's say, spend up to between 50 to 70K at a club, do you know that by his own standards and by the factors surrounding him, he's a baller?
Okay, so now the thing is this.
So we need to put people where they belong. There is the kind of men that they are talking about.
Eyes, he's a baller. But from the definition,
for Tolani Badge and Moya for Tolani Badge and Moya Bebe, he's not.
No, even in my eyes, from the definition. Sorry, dear. Sorry. You see, because you don't want to agree with me.
All of this billing, you are billing me.
I'm not.
Some of this billing.
I'm not bailing you.
But it's nothing.
It's nothing, right? Anyway, I think we should enjoy that music, Agbabola, so that I would be able to convince Ugochukwu that we'll ball this weekend with 200 and max. We'll be right back. The 50,000. They do not know that it's also stated there that you can be given the 6 months or 50,000. Now, the part I would want to get some answers, which the judgment was delivered yesterday, and I would like to know how they came to the conclusion of 10 million naira bailout. That is the part I still would like to have answers. We just hope that they will be able to answer us to that. And he pleaded not guilty. I mean, trust Nigerians to make it a comedy showdown. Some people say the lawyer that Cubana Chief Priest used was LAB law, while the one that Bobrisky used was BSN law. So this is the video that the EFCC got of him that led to this entire case. Do not forget that the EFCC last week released a statement saying that they will be clamping down on lots of persons who are found doing this Naira abuse. Do not also forget that in that statement, they wrote that the committee that was set up, so people who committed this offense last year will not be held. So your crime starts from February, and this video shows that it's easy to answer, not for me to answer. It's for them to answer. I'm just pointing this out so that they can answer if they are saying one thing and also doing another thing. So in all of this, is there a logical explanation as to why a man who pleads not guilty to an offense that we could clearly see is now having a soft landing? And I mean, he's been hailed for it all over.
Well, he says not guilty, and if there are a lot of angles to it, if he has a good lawyer, the lawyer could argue that those were not even real Naira notes.
After this was done, he came out to say, money now what?
But that's something he has always written.
Wait.
He didn't just start writing it today.
Wait, let me land. Secondly, is this further going to prove or validate the claims of some persons that the reason Bobrisky was held, despite pleading guilty, did not get the sentencing that was expected? Are we now saying that to lie is better than to say the truth?
Well, this is not a matter of you saying the truth or you lying. It's it's basically the judge, using dexterity to pass sentence or judgment on on those who have been persecuted. And of course, the dynamics changed because of the pleas of the different people in question. Bobrisky pleaded guilty and was basically asking the court, oh, I am really, really sorry about this, and please be lenient in your judgment. Apparently, the judge was not, probably not in the mood to be lenient or to grant him that leniency, as it were, and slammed him with a 6 months jail time. And then we had a Cubana chief priest who said, oh boy, this thing you are telling me, I did not do it. I'm innocent. And that changed the whole dynamics of the case. And there is also the cultural aspect of this whole thing. Moving forward, does it mean that people can no longer spray at parties in a society where, in fact, one of the things that we used to know that you have arrived is your ability to spray in parties. So he should have been detained. He should have been detained for a crime he is not guilty of.
What makes you think he's not guilty of it?
He pleaded not guilty. The judge saw reason to that.
Oh, come on. Let's not say more than that. Thank you guys for joining us on the show this morning. We all know what's at play here, but
I don't.
It's not, it is. Let's see. The truth is this. I hope that this does not become a pattern. Anybody who is taking, oh, not guilty, 10 million naira bail, poof, it's paid, transfer, and then you go out, bring your shorties. I mean, come on. How are we progressing? Do we really want to solve the problem, or we just want to look like we are solving the problem? That's the question for me.
Well, no man
this
is
morning.
guilty until proven otherwise.
Okay, thank you guys for staying with us from 7 to this time. I have enjoyed myself. I hope that you enjoyed yourself too. We'll see you tomorrow bright and early at about 7 o'clock. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and we're going to be coming with a Friday spirit because we're going to miss you after tomorrow. All right, Cynthia Agua is my name. Don't forget you can catch us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Visit our website as well. Ugochukwu.
Yes, indeed. Our website is www.rbnradiotv.com. Ugochukwu Madimere is my name. Remember to follow your favorite people on our social media platforms, and see you tomorrow. Adios.